Today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Minecraft 2025 Advent Calendar. This is at 21280. So today is day 7 of the LEGO Minecraft Advent Calendar, and that means that we are officially 1 week into December, which is unreal. Like, how did we get to this point? How are we, like, less than 4 weeks away from 2026? That's crazy. Honestly, I'm kind of excited for 2026 because, 2025 was definitely one of the years of all time. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. More of a bad thing, I guess. I don't know. This year was just non-stop, like, crazy stuff going on. But yeah, anyways, so, like, this today gives us an Iron Golem, which is not, like, it's, like, kind of in a weird, like, in-between of being, like, a minifig scale and also being, like, micro scale. Because if you put this guy next to, like, one of the, like, micro figures, like, say, like, Steve from a few days ago, I don't have it on me right now, I don't know where it went, but, yeah, like, this guy is just, like, completely dwarfs any, like, micro fig, because a micro fig is usually, like, 1 brick tall, and this guy is, like, what, like, roughly, like, 3 bricks and 2 plates tall, I think. So, yeah, he's a big boy compared to those. And he's also not minifig scale because this isn't the regular height of an Iron Golem. So, let's just do a side-by-side comparison here. Let's just stand on the studs, you idiot. So, over here on the right, we have the Iron Golem from 2025, from a Minecraft movie. Not the Minecraft movie, but, yeah, I mean, just, like, going past, like, the weird, realistic-looking design for his head. Other than that, like, this is mostly what an Iron Golem should look like. So, I don't know what happened to this guy. Is he, like, a baby Iron Golem? Those aren't in the game. Like, you need three iron blocks in order to make an Iron Golem. What, did someone just, like, use 2 iron blocks and call it a day for this guy over here? But, his arms are just built... His arms on the sides are just built with these 1x3 plates with one 1x2 tile and one 1x1 tile, and it's the same for the other side. And I just ripped his arms off. Anyways, as I was saying, his arms can move because they're just attached on by like 1 stud at the sides. And that weird, like, 1x1 bracket piece that, like, I don't know what its, like, official title is. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Anyways, like, it's definitely one of the builds of all time. As you can see, I just, like, threw him off the table into the never-ending abyss down below. Man, I really gotta fix this room up. Why was the death egg just lying down there? What happened to the rest of his fingers? What the heck? Oh no. And I also just have this empty Funko Pop box for literally no reason. Like, I got this guy, like, the other day. Like, why didn't I throw this out yet? I'll do that after this recording. If any of y'all could hear, like, some weird, like, staticky noises in the back, that's because, I accidentally left my amp on, like, throughout this entire recording. I forgot to turn it off. Alright, that's enough. I'm not getting copyright strikes by Metallica. Anyways, time for the part in the video where I just yap about some random stuff for, like, a couple minutes. So, yeah, I heard WB is getting bought by Netflix, so that's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why that's happening, because, like, I don't know, it's like some weird thing with, like, Warner Brothers being, like, sold to, like, another company or whatever. I didn't really pay attention, but yeah, apparently Netflix is gonna own, like, pretty much every single, like, IP that's owned by Warner Brothers. So they're going to have, like, every single DC, like, depending on how this is going to go, like, Netflix is gonna earn, like, all of DC, so, like, the entire DCU, which is only, like, 1 film in, by the way. It's already, like, going to be, like, bombarded by, like, Netflix, so that's not going to be good for, like, future movie releases, because Netflix historically does not like releasing their stuff in, like, movie theaters. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, K-Pop Demon Hunters, like, a couple months ago, got, like, limited, like, screenings, and, it just immediately got pushed to Netflix. So like, what does this mean for every? Oh, nearly just knocked that over. What does this mean for like every upcoming DC movie? Like, what happens to like Clayface like coming out next year? What happens to Supergirl? What happens to Superman 2? What happens to the Batman Part 2? Are they all just gonna be like in the movie theaters for 2 weeks and then just immediately on Netflix after that? Like, what the hell, guys? Not to mention the fact that they're gonna earn Harry Potter soon. Like, so I don't know what that means for the HBO series. And also, what happens to HBO? Does like, so like what, after like the finalization with Warner Brothers and Netflix happens, does HBO just cease to exist? So like, do the HBO originals just go to Netflix and like, what, they just like pat you on the back and like return like all of your money that you spent on HBO? Which would be saying something, because like I know absolutely no one who has an HBO Max subscription. I don't even know what it's called anymore. Sometimes it's HBO, sometimes it's HBO Max, sometimes it's just Max. Like, I don't know what you're doing, Warner Brothers. So like, and what does this mean for like South Park? Because like, I know like they have like something going on with Paramount, because like South Park is on HBO and on like Paramount Plus. So like, what happens there? Now that I'm talking about it, that would actually be a fire South Park episode. Hold up. But yeah, so like what, does like every single HBO show come to Netflix? Like Game of Thrones, The Last of Us, what others are there? I know literally nothing that HBO does. What, like this, the Justice League Snyder Cut, is that coming to Netflix? And also, what does this mean for Cartoon Network? Will their stuff come to Netflix? Because I know they have Teen Titans and Gumball on Netflix right now, where I am. So like, what, does everything else just come over? Because like, I know like a couple of years ago, like HBO basically just like became the Fire Nation and just did a mass genocide on Cartoon Network shows, basically erasing all of them off of HBO, making them basically impossible to watch, legally by the way. So yeah, what does that mean? Does like Netflix just gain access to every single Cartoon Network and Adult Swim show? So like, what does that mean? Anyways, I guess we'll find out soon enough. So like, well, like Disney and Netflix right now own like the biggest like companies. Like Disney has Marvel, Star Wars, and the entirety of 20th Century Fox, and Hulu's there, I guess. And now Netflix is gonna have like Warner Brothers, which is basically just Disney again. So like, now the two most biggest streaming services own like some of the biggest film companies out there. Like, what the hell? And then what? That just leaves like Universal just sitting there with like DreamWorks and like Minions and Jurassic Park and stuff. And then what? Like, what even does Paramount even have at this point? Like, what? Like, all I care about Paramount is the Sonic movies and Transformers 1, and that was it. I don't really care about Paramount that much, aside from when they made the Smurfs movie earlier this year, which we all forgot about. For good reason. And then there's Sony, which I don't even know what Sony's doing anymore, because they don't even know how to make a Spider-Man movie anymore. Like, what are you doing, guys? You made like 3 Marvel movies back in like 2024, and none of them were even good. Like, you had Madam Web, which is like the laughing stock of the internet for like a couple of weeks, and then you had Venom 3, which like was probably the better out of the 3. The 3 movies they released that year. Venom 1 was still like the better one, and it's not even close. And then there was Kraven the Hunter, which I didn't even know what was going on there. And like something to do with the rhino, who like turned into an actual rhino. Like, huh? Like, what was going on in the Kraven the Hunter writers board? Actually, what was going on in Venom 3 and Madam Web's writers team? Like, what collectively, like, how many brain cells were going into these projects? I don't know. But, actually, now that I think about it, Sony doesn't even have a streaming service, now that I think about it. Like, what do they even have? Like, I don't even know who owns, like, Amazon Prime. Well, I mean, that's Amazon, but they're not a film studio. They're just, like, some random company that, like, you buy stuff off of, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, that was kind of like a longer ramble than usual, but I just wanted to talk about, like, HBO, Warner Brothers, Netflix, Stranger Things, Season 5, whoa. Anyways, see you all tomorrow, I guess. I don't know. Oh yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. Look at the playlist if you missed any of the other videos, because a lot of you did. Anyways, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss tomorrow, or the day after that, or the day after that, or the day after that, or the day after that.